Good morning, everyone. The title of my talk this morning is Vibration Equals Reality, How the Law of Attraction Works. So did you know the universe has laws? Not laws that you have to follow, but laws that govern how it works. Hermes Trismegistus, the Hermes of Hermetic philosophy, lived in the first 100 years CE, taught that there are 7 laws that govern the universe. They are described in a book entitled The Kybalion. So today I'm speaking about the 3rd law, vibration. Everything is vibration. It says nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. That's it, that's the law. So everything that exists in the universe consists of pure energy of vibrating atoms. That is actually the formula E equals mc squared. Vibration equals reality. Vibration is one of my very favorite subjects. It has been ever since I took a course called The 7 Laws of the Universe back in 2000, which opened up the mysterious workings of the universe to me. And I've been an ardent observer of how the laws work ever since. But I have struggled to understand them. They're not easy by any means and take a lot of thinking about and observation. You are constantly responding to vibrations, whether to other people or things or places. Why do you like certain places and feel uncomfortable in others? Why are you repelled by some people? Why are you drawn to others? Why do you seem to navigate to the one person in a large group that you are comfortable with? It's your unconscious response to vibration. Like energy attracts like energy. It's as simple as that. Why are we all here together today? All of us like-minded seekers. Like attracts like. You hang out with other people of a similar vibration to yourself. That's where you are comfortable. People you get along with have a vibration that is harmonious with yours. You are consciously aware of vibration through feelings. If you're in a really good vibration and are with a person who is negative, you will not feel comfortable with them and you will want to get away from them as soon as you can. Maybe a TV show rubs you wrong. That's an incompatible vibration. The vibration you're in dictates what you attract to your life. If you're troubled or worried or angry, you are going to attract a lot of bad energy. Whatever you fear, you bring to yourself because that is what you are focusing on. And vibration is why that happens. If you start to observe this working in the world, it will become very clear quickly. So whatever your vibration frequency or whatever you resonate with is what you're going to draw into your life. We tend to gravitate towards people who vibrate higher because they make us feel better. The higher the vibration you're in, the better you feel. And when you send energy or pray for someone, you are sending a higher vibration, which automatically lifts their lower vibration to bring healing or makes them feel better. That is vibration in a nutshell. I'll say more about it a little later, but now I want to move on to the 1st law of the universe, mentalism. The all is mind. The universe is mental. The all is divine presence. The all is pure thought. Everything in the universe is mental. The universe is a living mind connected to all other minds. Every action you take and every thought you have is an interaction between different aspects of the mental. As we think, so we are. Mentalism works hand in hand with vibration. If we think the right thoughts consistently and persistently, the right actions will follow. However, if you focus on negative thoughts or language, you dramatically slow down the speed between what you want and what you actually get. An important thing to note is that it's your subconscious that runs your life. Every experience you have has an effect on the connection between your inner mind, your subconscious, and your outer mind, your conscious. The subconscious is not accessible by the conscious. And that's where we create low energy thoughts or feel good thoughts. So you need to work to undo those negative thoughts lurking in the depths of your psyche, because they assert themselves without our conscious permission. And that's an extremely brief tour of mentalism, the first law. The all is mind, the universe is mental. And that leads me to the law of attraction. As I was having my introduction to the laws of the universe, I also discovered the law of attraction. Like energy attracts like energy. As you have already heard, it has its foundation in the law of vibration. The law of attraction actually runs through all 7 universal laws. It holds everything together. That took me a while to understand. Early on, I spent about 9 months doing nothing but reading the printed material of Abraham Hicks, who brought the concept of the law of attraction to the forefront, and trying to wrap my head around their teachings. I worked very hard to understand it because I thought it was miraculous. I made treasure maps, wrote and repeated thousands of affirmations, kept a journal, listened to Abraham CDs every time I was in the car, did new moon affirmations, and on and on. But I found those things didn't work like I wanted them to. Well, I was not aligned with what I wanted. That was a surprise. Did you watch or read The Secret, which was out several years back? I think it perpetuated the wrong idea. People have not understood how it works. The law of attraction is not a magic pill. It is an inner journey. Yes, more inner work for you. The law of attraction is a byproduct of understanding and working with the law of vibration. You vibrate your whole being, mind, heart, and soul into what you seek. That brings the law of attraction into action. Okay, so how do you get there? How do I raise my vibration? Well, first of all, everything is by intention. If you intend to raise your vibration, you will. And the universe will help you. There's a difference between a clear intention and hope. If you intend, you set things into motion and move forward with confidence. If you're only hoping, there is room for doubt, and that will cancel out what you are trying to accomplish. I do have some suggestions to help you raise your vibration, should you want to do so, and I hope you do. First of all, that wonderful quote, "Be the change you want to see." When you change, you bring others along as well via the law of vibration. If you are loving, you will attract loving people. And if you are critical, you will bring those people to you. Like attracts like. Be the change you want to see. Listen carefully to what you are saying and thinking. First of all, excise the word no from your vocabulary and your thoughts. You can't let the positive in if you are always saying no. And there's a curious thing about the universe. It doesn't understand the concept of no or non-existence. Therefore, the only thing it can do is respond to no with a yes, because that is what you are focusing on. That's scary. I can prove this works because one time I was out of work and looking for a new direction in life. I wasn't clear, however, which direction I wanted to go. and I had a vague idea of how to manifest a job for myself. I had to write it down. But what I didn't realize is that you have to state what you want and not what you don't want. And writing things down really makes it happen. Unfortunately, my list contained all the things I did not want. When I got a job offer, the only offer I got, it had all the items I did not want. Well, I lasted 1 long year in the job, and by then I'd figured out what I'd done wrong, so I quit and struck out on my own. Also excise the word no when you are with others. Here's an example. When I was a choir director, I did the usual thing with my singers. When something went wrong in rehearsal in a song they were singing, I'd say, "No, that isn't right." It must have been wearing to them to hear the word no all too frequently. My whole approach changed after I took a workshop where the leader taught us his practice of never saying no. It was like nothing I'd ever heard before. I liked the idea and started doing that with my choirs. Instead of, "No, that's wrong," I'd say something like, "That's almost all right. Let's try again. You'll get it this time." Or, "You're getting closer." Children especially responded well to this approach. It's subtle, but I think it eventually makes people feel good to be at rehearsal, where they get only positive reinforcement, even if they make a mistake. I think the word no shuts down any positive energy that may have been forming, and that is also true in all of life. So you can change anything negative to be positive. I've experienced that happening again and again. Stop being critical and judgmental. That's a big, tall order in this day and age. But there is a difference between being judgmental and simply observing. With observing, you see something negative, but you stay detached. Do what you have to do to distance yourself from criticizing, because that lets the negative energy in and lowers vibration. Stop being critical and judgmental. And frustration is a real downer. When people are frustrated, they often resort to swearing or cursing, which is a poor reaction to frustration. It seems only to perpetuate the frustration and make it even worse. Can you find another way to deal with frustration? Here's a radical suggestion. Laugh. Laughter diffuses anything negative. We'd all do well to laugh much more. It takes strength of will to start laughing at frustration, but it becomes easier and easier, and eventually you will wonder why you ever reacted negatively. It is very freeing. Be careful with stating negatives about yourself. For example, "I always get sick at this time of year," or "I always get depressed in winter," or "I always manage to get in the longest checkout lane." So knowing about vibration, can you guess why these things manifest? Avoid that kind of thinking, and also these negative words, worry and problem. Instead of the word problem, substitute issue. That's a higher vibration. Unfortunately, we have heard negativity and unworthiness all our lives. "You're stupid. You don't know how to do anything right. You don't know the answer. Don't touch that. Do that. Go there." So how long before these become our expectations? Don't let these judgments by others into your energy. And switch those thoughts to be self-empowering whenever you find them appearing. When you're working with the law of attraction, always talk or think about what you want your results to be, and do it as if those results have already manifested. If you put your result in the future, that's where it will stay. This is a tricky hole we often fall into. And then use high vibrational words in your speech. The universe is vibration, so meet it at its high level. Language these days is unbearably crude and of very low vibration. As the crude words become more and more commonplace, we seem to be more and more accepting of them. Don't let that happen. Whenever I see or hear something crude, I turn off the TV show or close the file or do whatever I have to do. Once I walked out of a movie where the dialogue was almost exclusively crude. I don't want to be in that vibration. I want to stay in the light. In the invocation I gave last Sunday as service leader, I mentioned a Bible passage that enjoined us to focus on a number of high vibrational concepts. Whatsoever things are true, honorable, just, pure, lovely, gracious, think on these things. Why? Because those move us into a more positive place just by feeling into them. They raise our vibration. So those are a few, or not a few, things that you can start with. Something worth noting in every situation is there is a brief moment between what happens and how you react. In that millisecond, you decide how you are going to react. Am I going to respond with my ego that wants to shred this person? Or am I going to respond with my heart, which is accepting? It will be very hard at first to release your ego response, but after the initial grab, you find you've let it go. And glory be, you are still alive. Releasing the ego hold is a key to changing your vibration. And if you're seriously working with vibration, you may want to amplify it. Write it down, draw it, cut it out, make it happen. This is called densification. It moves things from the mental to the physical. When I was trying to move to this area, I couldn't find a house I liked until I went online and did a search on images to locate the general style I wanted. I printed out several of them and just sat and looked at them. Almost unbelievably, I found a house that had many of the exact same unusual characteristics, so much so, in fact, that I knew the universe was responding to my request. It took my breath away. Yes, I had done the work to become aligned with such a house, but looking at the pictures, I felt good about them. And just that easily, the vibration and I became aligned. It took just a few days to find my house after that. And when you're trying to raise your vibration, do it little by little, one step at a time. If you try to do it all at once, you may get discouraged. Focus on one thing you would like to change about yourself. Then pay attention to all your thoughts around it. If they are negative, flip them. Some people say, cancel, cancel. Or you can laugh. If you make a mistake, don't curse, laugh. Instead of becoming angry, laugh. Laughter will do more than just about anything else to change low vibration to high, as long as it is positive laughter and you are not ridiculing someone by laughing. The law of vibration is not about attracting what you want, but attracting what you are. Adjust your mental energy to match what you want to attract. Applying the law of vibration means to desire, visualize, and feel what it is you want to attract as if you have already received it. Like energy attracts like energy. And finally, I would like to invite you to become more aware of your own heart's reaction to everything that is happening in your life. If we respond from the heart, we will be well on our way to changing our vibration and our lives. You incarnated in order to help the planet move to a higher vibration. By raising your vibration, you are raising the vibration of the entire universe, all people and things on this planet. vibration equals reality. Thank you.